What if the source of all evil didn't come from darkness, but from a creation of perfection? Imagine being so perfect, so powerful, that you believed you could rival the one who created you. This is the story of Satan, a being made flawless by God, yet destined to fall. How does perfection turn into rebellion? How does light become darkness? This question doesn't just challenge our understanding of Satan's story. It forces us to confront the complexities of pride, free will, and divine justice. Stay with me as we unravel the truth behind the rise and fall of the one who dared to defy God. In the beginning, Satan was a creation of perfection, crafted by God himself. Ezekiel 28 verse 15 says, "You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created till wickedness was found in you." This scripture highlights Satan's original state, a being of wisdom, beauty, and purpose designed to glorify God. His presence was a reflection of divine craftsmanship, showcasing the Creator's unmatched skill. Satan's perfection wasn't just physical, it extended to his role in heaven. Many scholars interpret Ezekiel 28 as depicting Satan's position as a cherub, guarding God's holiness. Imagine standing in the presence of perfection daily, tasked with maintaining order in the heavenly realm. Yet, even in this elevated role, Satan's heart began to stray. This story reminds us of how even the most perfect creations are given free will. God's design was flawless, but he allows his creations to make their own choices. Satan's eventual downfall wasn't due to God's imperfection, but to the choices Satan made. Have you ever reflected on how your own decisions align with the purpose God has for your life? The origin of evil is intricately tied to the pride that grew within Satan's heart. Isaiah 14 verses 13 to 14 illustrates this vividly. "You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will make myself like the Most High." This moment marked the turning point when Satan's admiration of his own beauty and wisdom transformed into rebellion against God. Pride distorted the perfect being that Satan was created to be. Instead of reflecting God's glory, he sought to rival it. His obsession with self-importance blinded him to the fact that his strength and beauty were gifts from God. Have you noticed how unchecked pride can affect relationships, causing division and conflict? Satan's fall serves as a warning of how pride can corrupt even the most gifted among us. Evil wasn't created by God but arose from a free will misused. Satan's choice to elevate himself above his Creator was the first act of defiance, setting the stage for the struggle between good and evil. This raises a question for us. How do we use the free will God has given us? Are we striving to glorify Him, or seeking our own gain? Satan's rebellion was not a solitary act. It involved leading a third of the heavenly host in defiance against God. Revelation 12 verse 4 speaks of the dragon sweeping a third of the stars out of the sky and flinging them to the earth, symbolizing the angels who chose to follow him. This act of rebellion was monumental, not just for its scale, but for its audacity, directly challenging the Creator of all things. The consequences were immediate and severe. Satan and his followers were cast out of heaven, as described in Luke 10 verse 18. "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." This expulsion marked a permanent separation from God's presence and a transformation of Satan into the adversary, the one who opposes God's plans and seeks to disrupt his creation. It was the ultimate fall from grace. This event illustrates the ripple effects of disobedience. Satan's actions didn't just affect him, but also corrupted others, spreading chaos and rebellion. How often do our own decisions, rooted in pride or defiance, impact those around us? Reflecting on this reminds us of the importance of humility and obedience to God's will, ensuring our actions bring light, not darkness, into the lives of others. The Bible offers vivid accounts of Satan's fall, painting a picture of his transformation from a being of perfection to the adversary. Ezekiel 28 verse 17 says, "Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor." This verse highlights the internal shift that led to his downfall, a stark warning about the destructive power of pride and self-importance. Isaiah 14 verses 12 to 15 further elaborates on Satan's ambition, describing him as the morning star who sought to ascend above the stars of God. Yet, this ambition led to his humiliation, as God cast him down to the depths of the earth. Revelation 12 verses 7 to 9 adds another layer, recounting the heavenly battle between Michael and his angels against Satan and his followers. This celestial conflict underscores the gravity of Satan's rebellion. These biblical passages are more than historical accounts. They carry profound lessons. They remind us of the consequences of straying from God's will and the ultimate victory of righteousness over rebellion. Reflect on how these stories resonate in your own life. Are there areas where pride or defiance might be separating you from God's perfect plan? The story of Satan's fall offers a powerful lesson about the dangers of pride. Proverbs 16 verse 18 reminds us, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." This verse encapsulates the core of Satan's rebellion, his refusal to acknowledge that his beauty, wisdom, and power were gifts from God. Pride led him to believe he could rival the Creator, a misconception that ultimately destroyed him. Pride often blinds individuals to their limitations, creating a false sense of independence. In our daily lives, this can manifest in subtle ways, like refusing to seek help or dismissing the advice of others. Satan's fall serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us to stay grounded and recognize the blessings and talents we have as gifts to be used for God's glory, not our own elevation. Cultivating humility is the antidote to pride. James 4 verse 6 states, "God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble." By practicing gratitude and acknowledging God as the source of all good things, we align ourselves with His purpose. Reflect on how you can embrace humility in your interactions and decisions, turning away from the pitfalls of pride that separate us from His perfect plan. The story of Satan's fall from perfection serves as a mirror reflecting the dangers of pride, rebellion, and misuse of free will. What areas in your life are you allowing pride to take hold? Are you using the gifts God has given you to glorify Him, or are you pursuing your own desires?